Hey, what's up guys, it's Cameron here. A couple days ago I put a poll on Instagram asking for you guys to ask some questions that you want to know about my life, drumming, music, or anything. I'm going to answer some of the interesting ones I feel like some people might want to know, or some funny ones. Okay, the first question we have, what's your favorite TV show? It's really tough. I don't watch much TV anymore, but Shark Tank, I really love to watch people innovate new products and see how they could adapt to the current trends and stuff, and it's really cool in my opinion. Another question, what drums do you play? Alright, so I used to play DW drums. Great company, great drums, but it's very manufacturer sped projects. Like, they build their drums very quickly through machines, and for many years I've been wanting to do some custom work with some builders, and I found Eric Muller of Firehouse Drums, and he built me this amazing drum kit that sounds incredible with a 24-inch kick, and I'm very thankful for that, and you guys have seen some of it, hopefully. If not, then check out some of my other videos. Another question, favorite place you have traveled to? Alright, that's pretty tough. I would have to say probably Aruba. Aruba was about 98 degrees. I got terribly burned, but the experience there and how tropical it was crazy. It was so nice. And I went with my family for that one. That was really fun. I didn't play drums there, but that was kind of a vacation. But favorite place I drummed, probably Canada. Really high energy, amazing. Those people up there love music. And that was in Quebec, Mont-Tremblant. It was beautiful there and a really fun time. All right, another question, where are you from? All right, so I'm from South Bend, Indiana. I've been there my whole life, with my family, and it's your basic Midwest spot. The way families and people over there run, it's very, like, I don't know, very plotted out, kind of. I'm not gonna complain, it's great there. The weather can be really annoying because in the wintertime it could get freezing. In the summer it could get pretty hot, but it's pretty good summers though. But yeah, South Bend, Indiana. Alright, moving on, I got, what is your pet peeves? Alright, let's see. Probably in the music world, one of my pet peeves is, I mean, it's cool if you're excited about this stuff, but a lot of musicians come up to me, up-and-coming musicians, and say, yo Cameron, I just got this endorsement, and it's like, they're excited at the time, but I know down the road they're not gonna feel loyal to that company because they accepted an endorsement or a sponsorship with some company they're not proud to actually be with, like maybe an easy company to get with. That's not always the best feeling. I remember when I started out and I got my first endorsement, I left it pretty soon because I was in that same stage, and I would say sponsorships or endorsements, don't do them unless it's a company you want to play or you actually believe in. So buy equipment if you have to and play the stuff you love to play and what sounds good. Don't just be okay with a sponsorship because you get a free pair of sticks and it's like they're breaking or something. And one of my pet peeves with just like outside of music is probably when people complain about how things are going on in their life when there's people who have it much worse typically. So I like to think about how other people can handle it in the other countries and stuff. Maybe even in some of the more poverty sides of the US too. I really get inspired when I go down there and see families or people being happy who don't make a huge income and they find ways to enjoy life. And that's one of my pet peeves, is when I see someone really complain about how their life is when they actually have it good. Alright, another question is, what drummer do you draw inspiration from? Alright, this has been the same guy for probably 8 years now. His name's Tony Royster Jr. He's crazy on the drums. Some of you may have watched his like 12-year-old drum solo before, and he just shreds. It's crazy. He's one of the guys like I haven't met yet. I would love to. So Tony, if you ever watch this, what's the link? He can get any gig he wants pretty much, and he's drummed for some of the top artists. Other than that, I don't know. One of my close friends, Trey Lambert, I like to look at him as a big inspiration to me too. The gigs he's been playing and kind of the motto he lives by, like he has a strong faith and he still can play some of these secular gigs very successfully. So he's currently with BB Rexa, and hanging with him, it's always a good time, and he knows how to keep his life and what he does very solid and not get caught up in some of the crazy stuff going on around it. Alright, my favorite artist, I don't have a favorite. Okay, Owl City, he's been one of my tops for a long time. The guy who sings Fireflies. If 10 million fireflies. Behind him is probably Charlie Puth. He's a crazy producer, amazing singer, songwriter. John Bellion, the same thing. I'm becoming a huge fan of the 1975 recently, and I love that genre of music, just the very funky, weird, vibey stuff. It's so cool. How long have you been drumming? I've been drumming for about 10 years now. I'm 19 years old. I'm gonna be 20 in November. Yeah, it's been some really good years, and I've been really getting deep into like serious drumming for the past 5 years now, like knowing this is what I want to do and really grinding hard to like try to find the right people to get me into. That's another thing, is networking is the #1 thing you can do. I tell everyone that when they ask me, yo, how did you get this gig, or how did you do this or that? It's like networking. Knowing the right people at the right time is super important, and yeah, that's what I live by. Is if I'm in a room and I know there's gonna be some cats in there that are like very successful, or they know the next person I need to know, I'll network with them and really get to know them without being annoying. That's the #1 thing too, is be very, very easy to work with and cool to work with. Like, people don't want to be with annoying people when they're traveling with them and stuff. Alright, plan on doing a clinic? Yeah, I would love to do a clinic. I've been planning on hopefully doing one within the next like 2 years or so. I would love to go to maybe Japan and do a clinic out there. That'd be awesome. I would love to do it with another drummer. I would think maybe another young drummer who's maybe in the spotlight or something. I think that would be a lot of fun. I love watching young drummers really be motivated about, or musicians being motivated about building their success with music and learning from other artists that they love or look up to, and that's really important to me, and I love helping others out with that area. Alright, a few of you guys have asked this, and it's like in different wording, so I'm gonna answer one. How do you balance school, family, friends, and everything on your tours? Growing up in the Midwest, everyone's very close. My family all lives near each other, and touring is a pretty new thing with my family, and it's been so fun. Like, I'm glad I've been able to do it at a young age. I don't know if I started doing this at like age 30, I don't know if I wouldn't leave family to do it, but it's been an amazing time. Alright, so back home in Indiana, I don't travel as much. I kind of slow it down a little bit during the school year. So I drum in the chapel band there, which keeps me up to date on my chops and my pocket and everything on the drums. And that's been a great time. And if I do get gigs, I schedule my classes pretty early, so I might fly out on a Friday or something on the weekend and then come home on like a Sunday morning. And that's how I do it during the school year sometimes. And then, unless it's like a huge gig, I might talk to my professors and work something out. But during the summer is when I really try to grind everything out. I make sure everything's scheduled out. My family knows where I'm at or what I'm doing. And yeah, we're all pretty much close. So I don't know how it would be if you're on the coast and stuff. If your family's real spread out, it might be a breeze. But we're all pretty close, so what helps me out is like FaceTime is pretty cool. We text a lot, and yeah, so it's not too hard at the age I'm at right now. I'm only 19, so it's, I don't know, I feel like I handle it very well, so I don't know how to answer that question that powerful. It's just, I've found a way to schedule and balance everything pretty well, so I'm very happy with how it's going. Alright, so I'm going to answer this one last. Best choice of stick brand. So I've been with Regal Tip drumsticks for about 3 years now. I use the 5AX series. I used to use the 5BX. And yeah, so that's what I would choose if I were you guys. I would do the 5AX. It's the perfect length. Perfect for speed and everything else. Like, it's been great for gigging and also just playing at home and stuff. It's great. So I know a lot of you guys might use Zigfirth or something, but if I could benefit with any of my advice, I would say switch to Regal Tip 5AX. The lacquer they put on it is like no one else, and it's been doing really good for me, and I'm very happy with their builds and how they manufacture their sticks. Alright, thanks for joining me, guys. That was a few of your questions, so hope you enjoyed and took something from that. If you have any more questions, feel free to hit me up in the comments or maybe my Instagram direct message. I check those pretty frequently. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if I didn't get to your question, I'm sorry. You can get to me personally and ask me if you want to. But yeah, alright, see you guys.
You would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies